Did you know about every year 60,000 people die from heart disease? That is 1 in 4 deaths every year. This is why February is a month that brings awareness to heart disease issues such as this. Today we have Joyce Page and Crystal Dixon from public health educators from Durham County Department of Public Health. They are here to educate us more on this topic. Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Thank you. So I wanted to know, what are the ABCs and what do they stand for?
Absolutely. The A stands for A1C, or hemoglobin A1C, and we usually ask them to have a target of 7% or less. It's measuring the average blood sugar over 2 to 3 months period. Your B is blood pressure. Blood pressure, you really want to make sure that your blood pressure is about 140/90, and that of course measures the exertion of the pressure on your arteries. And C is cholesterol. Cholesterol, you want to make sure your cholesterol is less than 100. That's your LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. So that's really your ABCs right there.
Okay, and what are the steps individuals can take in order to obtain that goal, especially with the cholesterol and the blood pressure?
Well, the first thing you want to do is to maintain a healthy weight, or if you're overweight, get to a healthy weight. And the way you can do that is by eating healthy, and you want to eat lots of vegetables, lots of fruits, things that are high in fiber, and foods that are high in grains. You also want to eat things that are low in fat, salt, sodium, cholesterol. If you have diabetes, you're probably going to be taking medications. So the other thing you want to do is make sure you take your medications as your doctor prescribes. You want to relax, because relaxation is very, very important for you. So you want to get at least 30 minutes to 60 minutes of exercise a day, and after you exercise, make sure you relax. This little heart is supposed to remind us it's a stress ball to relax, do whatever you need to do. Some people meditate, some people pray. Both work.
Awesome. Also, with that being said, does this disease affect more of a race or actual sex than others?
Very important. Those of us who are people of color are much more likely, probably twice as likely, to have diabetes. We are twice as likely to have diabetes, and we suffer much more from heart disease. People who have diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to have diabetes. People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to have heart disease than the general population. And African Americans, Hispanics, other persons of color also suffer more from the disease.
Is there any certain age range? Is it like after 25, should I start worrying about heart disease? When should I start being worried about this?
I would say if you're anywhere above the age of 35. Usually if you're diabetic, you want to make sure you're being tested to make sure that your arteries are clear anyway. But normally over the age of 35, but that age is getting lower and lower because of the obesity epidemic is getting higher and higher for kids. So it's kind of, the gap's kind of closing, which isn't the best, but I'd say 35 years or older.
Okay. Is this disease hereditary?
Lots of family members have heart disease. My family suffers from heart disease. My brother just had open heart surgery in December, and my mother had the same procedure when she was in her 80s, and my brother's only in his 60s. So it does run in families, and so we know that because of that, if your family has a history of heart disease, you definitely want to do all you can to take precautions to reduce your risk of having heart disease. And there's a good chance, an 80% chance, that you could reduce your risk of having heart disease by living healthy and doing the things that we talk about. But if all those things don't work for you, there's still things that they can do. There's lots of advancements in medicine now.
Right. Speaking of things that people can do, what are some websites or events that you guys have coming up that people can attend and get to know more information about this disease? Or if they have this disease, how can they, manage the disease?
Absolutely. We have a website, durhamdiabetes.org. We also have a fantastic event coming up on March 22nd called Diabetes Alert Day in combination with the American Diabetes Association. And we're recognizing diabetes. We're going to have specialists, we're going to have speakers, great giveaways, and most importantly, you're going to get information of how to take control of your diabetes and prevent heart disease. So that's a fantastic event. We're going to have a local celebrity. We're going to have about 100 people showing up, and we're so excited. So that's a very great thing to plan to go to.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on and letting me talk to you today. Is there an actual website, if they have questions that they want to ask you, they can reach you at?
Absolutely. www.durhamdiabetescoalition.org. That would be a good place to start to get in contact with us directly.
All right, thank you.